Do you ever wonder if your cat actually chose you as their person? You feed them, you play with them, you take care of them every single day. So it's easy to assume your cat simply lives with you because you're the one providing food and shelter. But here's what most cat owners never realize. Cats don't bond with every human in their home the same way. In fact, most cats quietly choose one person they trust more than anyone else. One person they feel safest around. And the surprising part is that they show that choice through small behaviors most people completely overlook. If your cat does these 9 things with you, there's a very good chance you aren't just their owner. Let's start with the first sign most people notice without realizing what it means. Sign 1. They follow you everywhere. Have you ever stood up to grab something from the kitchen, only to notice your cat appearing in the doorway a few seconds later? Then you go to another room, and somehow they're there again. Most people assume their cat is just curious or hoping for food, but that's not usually what's happening. Cats are naturally independent animals. In the wild, they spend most of their time alone, only interacting closely with others they trust. Behavior researchers often refer to this as proximity preference. When a cat feels strongly bonded to someone, they simply choose to stay near that individual. Not because they need something, but because they want to. If your cat casually appears wherever you go around the house, it's not random. It's your cat quietly choosing to share space with you. And in the world of cats, shared space means trust. Sign 2. They slow blink at you. Have you ever locked eyes with your cat and watched them slowly close their eyes for a moment before opening them again? Most people think their cat is just sleepy, but that slow blink is actually one of the most powerful signals of trust a cat can give. A study from the University of Sussex found that cats use slow blinking as a form of positive social communication. When humans slow blink back, cats are significantly more likely to approach and interact. Think about what that means. Your cat is looking directly at you and choosing to close their eyes. For a prey animal, closing their eyes in front of someone means lowering their guard. It's their way of saying, I feel safe with you. And if your cat does this often, you're not just another human in the house. You're someone they trust deeply. Sign 3. They sleep next to you. In the wild, a sleeping cat is at risk from predators and rival animals. That means cats instinctively choose their sleeping spots very carefully. They don't fall asleep just anywhere. They choose places that feel safe. So when your cat curls up beside you on the couch, at your feet on the bed, or even directly on your chest, that's not just about warmth or comfort. It's about security. Researchers studying feline attachment have found that cats often seek closeness to the person they trust most when resting. In other words, your presence makes them feel protected enough to let their guard down completely. And if this is making you see your cat a little differently right now, take a second to like the video and subscribe, because understanding your cat's behavior can completely change the relationship you share with them. Sign 4. They headbutt you. If your cat walks up to you and gently presses their head against your hand, face, or leg, you might think it's just a cute habit, but that behavior actually has a name. It's called bunting. Cats have scent glands around their cheeks, forehead, and chin. When they rub their head against something, they leave behind pheromones that mark it as familiar and safe. Cats do this with objects they trust. But more importantly, they do it with individuals they consider part of their social group. So when your cat headbutts you, they're not just asking for attention, they're marking you. In your cat's mind, that scent says, this person belongs to me. Sign 5. They show you their belly. If you've ever seen your cat roll onto their back and expose their stomach, you probably know how tempting it is to reach down and rub it. But here's something many cat owners misunderstand. A cat showing their belly isn't always an invitation to touch it. It's actually something much deeper. A cat's belly is one of the most vulnerable parts of their body. It protects vital organs, which means most cats instinctively keep it hidden. So when a cat exposes their stomach around you, they're doing something incredibly rare. They're dropping their defenses. It's their way of saying they don't see you as a threat. And that kind of vulnerability only happens around people a cat truly trusts. Sign 6. They bring you their toys. Have you ever found your cat dropping a toy right at your feet? Maybe a stuffed mouse, a crinkly ball, or something they've been carrying around the house. Most owners assume their cat just wants to play. And sometimes that's true. But behaviorists have also noticed something interesting. Cats often bring objects to individuals they feel socially bonded with. In a way, it's similar to how cats in colonies share resources or interact during cooperative behaviors. Your cat isn't just dropping a toy randomly. They're interacting with you the same way they would with someone they consider part of their group. It's a quiet way of saying, I want to share this moment with you. Sign 7. They need you. Have you ever felt your cat pressing their paws into your lap like they're kneading dough? Most people call this making biscuits. And while it looks adorable, it actually comes from one of the earliest memories in a cat's life. Kittens need their mother's belly while nursing to stimulate milk flow. It's one of the first behaviors associated with safety, warmth, and comfort. And here's the fascinating part. Many adult cats only need in places where they feel completely relaxed and secure, so when your cat climbs onto your lap and starts kneading your blanket or your legs, they're not just getting comfortable. They're repeating a behavior tied to the safest moment of their entire life. In a strange way, your presence reminds them of home. Sign 8. They wait for you at the door. Have you ever opened your front door and found your cat already sitting there waiting? It might feel like perfect timing, but it's rarely a coincidence. Cats are incredibly good at recognizing routines and sounds. They learn the rhythm of your daily life, the sound of your car, the time you usually come home, even the subtle noises outside the door. But here's the interesting part. Many cats only wait at the door for one specific person in the household, the one they feel most attached to. So when your cat quietly sits near the door before you arrive, it's not just curiosity, it's anticipation. They're waiting for someone important to them to come home. Sign 9. They groom you. Now here's one of the clearest signs your cat truly sees you as part of their inner circle. They groom you. Maybe it's a quick lick on your hand. Maybe it's your fingers, your arm, or even your hair. Most people laugh it off as a strange cat habit. But in the feline world, grooming is one of the strongest social bonding behaviors there is. Cats don't groom every cat in their colony. They only groom individuals they share a close relationship with. This behavior is called allogrooming, and it's a way cats reinforce trust and connection with members of their group. So when your cat licks your hand or your face, they're not just tasting your skin, they're treating you like family. And when you step back and look at all of these behaviors together, something fascinating becomes clear. Cats don't choose their person based on who fills the food bowl. They choose based on trust, safety, and the quiet moments you share every day. So if your cat follows you around the house, slow blinks at you, sleeps beside you, headbutts you, rolls onto their back, brings you their favorite toy, needs your lap, waits for you at the door, or even grooms you, there's a good chance something special has happened between the two of you. Out of everyone in the world your cat could trust, they chose you.